and today I'm going to be running the Gas Lab Gas in a Box simulation. The purpose of the simulation is to just look at this box with gas particles in it, and just track the speed, energy, and trace the different particles in the box. There are three different particles. There are the green ones, which we can see right now, the red ones, which go fast. You can't see them right now. And the blue ones, which go slow. So it's slow, medium, and fast. The different settings that we have in the simulation is the number of particles we can use, the initial particle speed, the particle mass, and box size. For the number of particles, we're going to have 100. Initial speed is going to be at 10, and particle mass is going to be at 1, and box size at a 95% capacity. And yeah, the reason that I picked those settings was because they were already set like that, and I just wanted to test it out like as the initial one without changing anything. So the initial particle speed is at 10. It ranges from 1 to 20, so that's at the middle. The box size at 95%, and the particle mass, I just kept it at 1. I don't know exactly what it would change, but I just don't want to move it. And number of particles is at 100 because I just feel like 100 is a good number to test. So what I'm going to be observing is the amount of time that each particle is traced, because as each particle moves, so one is being traced, and as a red or blue one collides with it, now those are the ones that are being traced. So it could be, like I said, green, red, or blue. But I think that the green ones are going to be traced the longest in this first initial one, because it's just going to be at a consistent speed. And if a slow one is being traced, I think it's a high possibility that another one hits it, or the fast one's also moving around too fast to where they collide with another one. So that's going to be for my first test. Next time, for the next experiment, I'm going to do the initial particle speed to 1 and to 20. So it's going to be 2 more tests. I'm just going to see how the initial particle speed changes. Yeah. So as the simulation is going right now, I can say that my hypothesis was correct, because we can see that the green has been just traced the longest. We can even see the percentages down here: 67% for green, 26 for slow, and 10 for fast, which they keep changing right now as the simulation goes. But yeah, so my hypothesis was correct. It's been traced the longest, just staying at a consistent speed. Now I'm going to change the initial particle speed to 20. What I think is going to happen with that is I think the blue ones are going to be traced the longest now, because what I'm thinking is that since all the speed is going to change for all the particles, then the blue ones are not going to be like at that even pace, I think. Because, it's just, the speed is going up, so the slow ones are going to be a little faster, just stay more consistent. So we're going to see what happens. Okay, so now that this simulation is going, I was completely wrong. Right now the blue one is being traced, but that is a very tiny bit compared to the red ones. Because I guess that as I put the initial particle speed up, then there's more red ones now, like compared to green or blue, especially blue. There's only a few blue particles in the box, which is crazy because I thought it was just going to be, the red ones or the blue ones being traced the longest. I thought they were going to go faster, but they're not going faster. So I was wrong. Now for the next experiment, I'm going to do all the particle speed all the way down to 1. And I think that considering this, I think that the blue ones are going to be more dominant, just being traced the longest, because I think the initial particle speed it controls how much particles or what particles are going to be in the box. So that's what I think. We're going to test it out. Okay, now this simulation is going, and it's a pretty boring simulation now because I was correct. only blue ones are visible. There's no green or red particles in view. It's just all blue, and it's going very like super slow. But so yeah, I was right. The initial particle speed is what controls what like what particles are gonna be in the box, or like the majority of it. So yeah. So as that simulation goes, the conclusions that I came to was, as I said, the initial particle speed is really what controls like the dominant particle. And I will talk about it in my paper, but this kind of reminds me of like in a society, if like a setting is changed, if a certain skill is needed, and it's all like, if only a certain group has that skill or whatever, then that's what's gonna dominate the box or whatever. So that's what I came up with. I forget to mention that the box size from 95 to 100%, which didn't really change much, but yeah.